Look at that. Good morning and welcome back to my channel, or I'd say welcome to the second half of making book sleeves. If you haven't watched part 1, I'll just add a link to the description or somewhere here. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Aivhe. I have a small handmade business called By Aivhe where I sew toiletry bags, book sleeves, pencil cases, wristlets, purses. Everything is handmade by me. First, I'd like to apologize for cutting the part 1 abruptly. I had a very, very bad migraine that I just had to stop sewing immediately and take meds and take a bath and sleep. Welcome to part 2 of making book sleeves. I thought I was going to finish everything last time, but I underestimated the number of book sleeves I have prepared. And so even without the migraine, I don't think I'll be able to finish everything. So in between part 1 and this introduction, I did something off cam like sewing more ribbons and inner linings, which are here. I think part 1 ended in sewing ribbons for the last design, but off cam, I was able to finish everything this morning. So we have this and this. They come in different sizes, so there's a lot. And then I have also cut the fiber fills for the outer fabric, which is right here. Wait, I'll get some. Oh my god. Just to show you. Here they are. So the whole workshop right now is filled with fiber fills and a lot of book sleeves to make. They're just everywhere. It's kind of hard to arrange the filming setup because everything is just on the floor, on chairs, and even my keyboard in here. On top of it are some of the inner linings and ribbons that I have made. For someone working a corporate job on weekdays, I just think that 2 days off in a week is not enough. You only get to do a few things outside work, which is me. I wanted to sew and I ran this small business, so just no time to rest. I heard some countries were able to cut down the work week into 4 days so they could get 3 days off. That's just fabulous. I don't know when it's gonna happen in the Philippines. And 5 days a week working 9 to 5, it's just too much sometimes. Anyway, I had a comment on YouTube saying that speaking both in English and Tagalog confuses her. I don't think I'll be able to omit 100% the Tagalog words in this vlog, but I will try because I know that majority of my subscribers are non-Filipino speakers. Let's see how YouTube translation would work in here, or YouTube captions. But I will be speaking both in English and Filipino just to express myself more, just to make this YouTube channel more authentic, because I don't want this channel to be another Instagram where everything is perfect. Well, sometimes I show my personality in there, the true Aivhe in there, but not really. I would say it's not 100% because reels are very limited, even posts are very limited. You'll sometimes hear my cadence in captions or the hooks. I would want my YouTube channel to be different. I would want it to be more free, to be more relaxed. So I would want it to be more me, if that makes sense. And also, I ordered more sewing clips. I realized that in bulk sewing, it's better to prepare in advance, pin everything in advance, because it just speeds up the sewing process and my workflow. I think I only have 50 sewing clips or more or less, because sometimes it gets broken. It snaps and then poof, gone. I think I would love the idea of having everything pinned and then I just sit here and then sew nonstop. And also for the first time in 2 years, I wrote the process flow of every product I make. I realized I don't have that, like a recipe. I have notes for the measurements, but the process flow, I don't have any of it. So every time I sew, I just remember, oh, what do I do next? What do I prepare next? And those things in between cutting and sewing, those are the things that I keep forgetting. So I wrote everything down so I don't go back and forth every time. Even the foot that I'm going to use, I wrote everything down because sometimes I forget that I have to lengthen the stitch, change the foot, change the thread. Those are the things that matters when you are bulk prepping for your projects. So I wrote everything down and hope that it'll help me become more organized and more time efficient while working in this workshop. I have to be smarter than the 2 days off that I have. Today will be another day of sewing and making book sleeves. If you'll actually think about it, the cut and sew hobby is a scam because cutting and sewing is just I would say, what people see. But in between cutting and sewing, those are the processes that people don't see. And sometimes it is just a pain doing everything on the floor or while standing. And honestly, my workshop is not equipped to handle massive production yet. I don't have high tables, huge tables where I could cut everything without having back pain. And that's too much for an introduction, so let's get going. back will definitely hurt after all this posture. Oh my God. Wrong posture. Anyway, alright, so I'm done cutting all the excess fiber fills. Those are the watercolor design, and here are more of them. 3 stacks of daisies, buttermilk, and over there, the black and white checkered, and then the mushrooms. Now what we'll do is organize them according to size, and then we'll attach the labels. I-flex ko lang yung aking organized book sleeves. Hindi pa sila tapos, but look at that. I think ito yung most rewarding part of making these kinds of products. Yung kapag organized na sila, parang may kapupuntahan na, and they're not all over the workshop. Safe lang sila sa isang side. I love it. Yun yung mga part na gusto ko na talagang manahe. Na-excite na ako sa kalalabasan nila. But when everything's chaotic here, dun ako nasa-stress. I just want everything to be done. But when they're like this, I'm so happy. Good morning. It is day 2. It is sunny today, but not that hot. I hope it stays the same the whole afternoon. So staying in this workshop won't be much of a struggle. I ran out of labels, so I had to make more last night. And today, we'll just finish attaching the labels to the last prints that I have and then assemble them, pin everything on the inner linings. I won't be talking too much today because I want to finish this afternoon. Let's go. was contemplating whether to do an outro tonight or just wait for tomorrow because I feel like I'm so pangit na. I feel dirty. My face so dull. My God. Yung ganda ko umaasa lang talaga sa araw. You know, I can't do anything about my face, but I feel like I can do something about the lighting. And right now, we're just using artificial lighting because it's currently 8 in the evening. But anyway, I've decided to do the outro today and show you all the book sleeves I've sewn for this new collection. Initially, I never wanted to do a collection, but I realized there are 3 new prints and my first set of book sleeves also has 3 prints. So why not just turn this into collection? And I realized while I was sewing these prints, it's giving the same kind of vibe, the cottagecore vibe, if you know what I mean. So I decided to just call it the Cozy Nook Collection. But before the collection, let me just show you the other prints that I have restocked. So these are the last fabrics that I have from the Daisy and the Buttermilk, and I decided to just turn them into the last book sleeves before the year ends. So first is the Buttermilk. This one is in small size, which could fit Kindle Basic and a Cobo Clara black and white. This one is new because the first sizes that I offered in Buttermilk were only for the paperbacks and the paper white. Because initially, I marketed the paper white size for both paper white and basic, Kindle Basic, if you know what I mean. Since they have the same length, actually, Kindle Basic and Kindle Paper White, hindi masyado nagkakalayo ng size. So like, ang difference nila is like 1 inch or wala pa nga yatang 1 inch. If you have this size, so definitely magkakasya dito yung Kindle Basic. But then, I got requests saying that they wanted the Kindle Basic to like fit, like snug. Gets ko naman kung bakit gusto nila ng ganun because if you put it in here, medyo meron siyang allowance and medyo may alog siya. Some people want it to be parang customized yung feel ng Kindle Basic nila inside the sleeve. So, instead of making Kindle Basic customized for every customer that wants it, I decided to just put another size, which is the small one. So, initially, I call my sizes Kindle Paperwhite and Paperbacks. And then when I launched the Luna collection, the one with the moon and the stars, I dropped that brand-specific kind of sizing. So, I just call them small, medium, and large. So basically, the small fits a Kindle Basic and a Cobo Clara black and white. Medium size would fit a Kindle Paperwhite, and then the large one would fit a Kindle Oasis and a Cobo Libra. But I also put in the descriptions the specific size and the clearance inside these sleeves so people could still use it in other stuff like a journal or an iPad mini. I don't know if that fits, but I just put it in the description. Anyway, so for the Buttermilk, I only have 2 of this. So these are the last few inches of fabrics that I have for this one. So I made 2 Kindle Basics out of this, which is now the small size. And for the Daisies, we have ang pagbabalik ng Kindle Paperwhite size, which is now the medium size. I made a few of this, and then I also introduced the new small size, which would fit the Kindle Basic perfectly. So last na lang din ito. After this, pag na-sold out itong Daisies and Buttermilk, wala na. And now, moving on to the Cozy Nook collection, let me introduce the first print, which is the Heart and Heart. This black and white checkered with tiny hearts here. So out of this fabric, I made the small, a medium, and a large one for the Oasis. Even ako na gumawa, nako-confuse ako sa size ng small and medium. So ang ginawa ko is I changed the label to a smaller one. This one. For the small size or the Kindle basic size. And for the paper white or the medium size now, this kind of label. Because it's me and my husband that packs everything, sometimes when he's alone, he's also confused what to pack. And this one is for the Oasis or the large size. The thing is, this print was cut way before. So what I told my husband is just to cut small, medium, and large. But then I forgot the paperback. So for this print, wala muna tayong paperback. But let me know in the comment section or my buyers on Instagram, on Shopee, on my website. Let me know if you want paperback size for this para hindi sayang yung effort din natin. I don't know why I decided to not include paperback in this print. So it's just these three. And next is the Mushroom Meadow. For this naman, I didn't make Kindle Oasis size. So what we have is just the small, the medium, and the paperback. See? Isn't it so nice? And as I mentioned, the inner lining for this one are the tiny hearts, which is letter B, and wristlets and purses. So if you have that kind of product already, this might interest you because it's just good stuff. Like, ganda niya. See? These are different colors of mushroom. And the difference pala is dito sa heart and heart, this one is cotton. Even the inner linings are cotton. So that's why I decided to make the ribbons the same color as the outer fabric because it's cotton. It's harder to tie something that is not soft. So, yun, that's the logic behind it. But this one, the reason naman why it has the inner lining matches the ribbon. So, it's the other way around. That's what I did then dun sa first three colors ko sa Daisy Buttermilk and the White Flower one. For this one, the fabric kasi is canvas. So, mas matigas siya. If you make a ribbon out of it, magiging stiff siya. So, baka hindi siya mas free-flowing and like, masira yung soft girl era moment mo. So, that's the reason why ganun yung pairings ko. So, that's how I decide what fabric to use for the ribbons. And then, the last one is, I've been saying this naman since the previous episode that this is my favorite. And hindi naman ako nagkamali. This is still my favorite. I will call this the Painter's Garden. So it also has the small size, the medium one, and the paperback size. Ang ganda! Wow! Adik na adik sa sariling product. Alam mo yung pag meron kang ini-imagine tapos ginawa mo siya and it turned out exactly how you imagined it, nakakakilig siya. Alam mo yun? While I was doing this, nanggigigil ako. Alam mo yung klase ng gigil na a good way? Well, for my non-Filipino subscribers, gigil could mean two things. That's why I used gigil on my Instagram account. These are small batches made with gigil because it could be two things. So, gigil could mean annoying. You want to squeeze someone's neck or pinch them with your tiny fingers. That's one gigil. But the other gigil is you're so fond of something, you want to squeeze them too, but in a good way. So, it's the latter that I felt for this print. It's just so gorgeous. Something I'd take with me or something I'd gift a friend. But that's why I made a collection so people could have choices. Me, that's just my favorite, but other people would want to have the checkered one or the mushroom one. Anyway, I'm so happy with this collection, and like with any other bulk preps that I've made, I'm so excited at first. Tas bumabagsak yung energy ko in the middle because the workshop is getting messier and messier, which I don't like. And towards the end of the process, I'm starting to get excited again because I'm starting to fall in love with the finished product. Of course, I love the process, but seeing them this way, it just makes me feel like I really like what I do. I am so blessed to have a business like this because, of course, I want to make money, but I also get this kind of happiness that I don't get outside this workshop, if you know what I mean. So, dapat maaga akong natapos eh. Hindi ako dapat aabutin ng ganitong kagabi. But, in the middle of sewing around 3 or 4 p.m., I decided to just make a few good set of these collection and the restocks because I wanted to take photos and some videos for Instagram. So, hinahabol ko yung liwanag because today, medyo sunny. So, maganda yung tama ng araw dito ulit sa bahay. So, I took everything downstairs. And while I was taking photos of it, I'm so kinikilig pa rin. I hope you get the same kind of kilig if ever bumili kayo nito and you received it. I hope I get to pass on that kind of happiness because I was really happy making this. Anyway, all my products are available on my website. It's www.buyaivhe.com, and I will post it first on my website, and then later it will also be available on Shopee. So that's, just look for me. It's by Aivhe. And then yun lang. So I'm really happy that I get to finish this. Pasensya na kayo if inabot na naman ng 2 episodes to. But thank you for sticking with me throughout the whole process. And don't forget to follow my socials. It's by Aivhe. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. How do you feel about this new book sleeve and e-reader sleeve collection? And that's it. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye!